Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing with you the items that I have prepared ready in my home for when I return back from the hospital after having back surgery. Now, a lot of these items I was able to get either for free, have them donated, or I was able to borrow. The first item that I'm going to recommend is a walker. In the hospital, you will transition from using a stand-up walker to a walker that you often see elderly people using in the mall. I was able to borrow one from a friend, and when you return home, you kind of will just be using it from going from your bed to the washroom and vice versa. I also did use it to walk up and down my hallway upstairs, just to get myself moving as much as I possibly could. The next item that I recommend is a pair of slippers, a pair that is slip-on, that has great rubber soles, also that has a backing because you don't want to be slipping out of the slippers as well. I still use my pair of slippers now. I'm currently in week 10, feeling a lot better and able to do these videos. So I'm hoping you are enjoying them and getting great information from them. The next item that I recommend is a pair of joggers. You want to have jogging pants that you can slip up and down. You do not want to be bending down. So anything that's easy and accessible is great. Also, you don't need underwear. You don't need another item that you are going to have to pull up and down. So enjoy the few weeks of going commando, and you really do not need something else to have to pull up because it's going to be quite difficult. The next item is a tall tray. You do want a tall tray for when you first come home. You may be eating up in your room. I tried eating in my bed and it didn't work just because it was quite hurtful to be at a certain angle. I actually had to be quite upright. So for meals, I would get out of my bed, I would sit on the walker and use the tall tray, and someone would bring me a meal for the first little bit. Things will progress quite quickly and you'll be surprised at how much you want to keep moving and keep mobile. So I transitioned from having the tray upstairs to having meals to, having someone spot me down the stairs so that I could have meals downstairs. After using the tray that way for just a little bit of time, I did move the tray over to the side of my bed so it could hold my remote, my water, my lip balm, anything that I needed easy accessibility to. Speaking of drinks, I recommend that you also get a metal bended straw. Now, this straw was essential for me because I kept drinking a lot of water. I also was drinking a lot of ginger ale because my stomach was upset. So the bended straw was perfect because it didn't break or it didn't move. It was sturdy so that I could get it where I needed it with minimal movement. The next is a raised toilet seat. Now, this raised toilet seat was important for me because you really can't go far in bending. This one I really liked because it had the rubber handles and it just fit right perfectly on my toilet seat. A lot of people can get a commode that you can just slide over your toilet seat, which is just as good. But I do recommend a raised toilet seat. Now, in this picture at the back, you do see wipes. They say they're flushable, but I don't recommend you flush them because they do clog up your pipes. So wipes were great for me because, you could use them and don't have to wipe as much, but you're able to get nice and clean down there. Next is a shower head. I recommend having a shower head that is removable. This one I luckily already had. It has a bar, so when I was transitioning into having my own showers, I was able to hold on to it to get into the shower, as well as being able to use the removable head to shower my head with minimal movement. And also, so you would need a shower chair to go with that. This shower chair, at the hospital, they will show you how to get in and out of the shower. This one is a little bit different than the ones that they recommended to me at the hospital, but the transition into this one I was still able to manage that. Next is a cane. You are going to transition from the walker to a cane. This one was adjustable. Which was great because I'm short and it was donated. So a cane you'll quickly progress to after a walker, especially when you're going up and down the stairs. At first, you'll go use both hands, and they'll show you that in your physio at the hospital. Then when you progress pretty much from the walker to a cane, you'll be able to use one hand on the rail going down and one hand on the cane just as extra support. I used the cane for walking around the house, up and down the stairs. I would go for little walks outside. I am here in Canada and it is wintertime, so when it snowed, I wasn't able to go out. So I'd use my cane to walk around in the house. Next is a grabber. This was donated to me and it was a heaven send. When you drop things like the remote or your lip balm or your medication, having the grabber with the little suction cups was fantastic. I was able to pick things up, and even when you dropped either your socks or you dropped your, if your pants went down, you needed help and you couldn't bend that far, grabber was fantastic. I do highly recommend that one for sure. You can get them at the hardware stores and they're very inexpensive, but check again to see if you can get one for free. Next is a knee pillow. I had this one before surgery, but when you're sleeping on your sides, you really do need something between your knees. You can just use a regular pillow, but this one I got on Amazon and I really liked it. It's a heart-shaped one, just fits nicely in between your knees. It was very inexpensive and I still use it to this day. Next I would recommend is a long shoehorn. This one was, I'm borrowing it from a friend. It is long so that when you're going out to appointments, or when you're finally able to go out for lunch, or just if you're able to go on walks in where you live, a long shoehorn helps you put your shoes on easily without bending. Next is a heating pad. I use this heating pad quite a lot once I started physio. Now I started physio a little bit late. I started it in my 8th week just because there was a little bit of delay in a doctor's appointment. He kind of called the wrong number, but anyways, it delayed me by 2 weeks. So once I did start physio, I did use the heating pad quite a bit, because once you start doing physio exercises, it kind of ignites your nerves and your muscles again. So having the heating pad was great just to relax myself a little bit. I also purchased an eye heating pad just to help me, do some meditations and just relax a little bit. That one I didn't include a picture of, but you can find it on Amazon. Next is a short-handed broom and dustpan. These ones I just got at the dollar store, honestly. And the reason I got them is because sometimes the grabber couldn't grab something. Sometimes I dropped my phone flat and I would try to turn it over and kind of get frustrated. So I would actually get my little dustpan and broom and just scooch it into the dustpan and then dump it on my bed, and then I would be able to pick it up from there. And then, as the time goes, you really aren't going to be doing a lot of housework. So if there's little dust bunnies that collect in your room and they're kind of bugging you, you can just quickly sweep them up into your dustpan and then dump it into the garbage. Next, I'm going to show you, now this is not essential. I again am in Ontario, Canada, so and it's the middle of winter. So I had this treadmill before my surgery, but it is a foldable one that the handle can go down, but since you've had back surgery, you're really not going to be doing any of that. But I started walking on the treadmill probably, I think I tried at week 4 and I wasn't doing so well. So probably about week 5 is when I started to kind of do 5 minutes here and there. Again, I was walking in and around my house quite a bit, trying to get outside when it wasn't snowy and it was not icy. But the treadmill for myself in Canada was a lifesaver. Currently, I am in week 10. I am walking twice a day for 1 hour. So that was great to have. Next, once you start physio, I'm showing you a picture of a calf stretcher. Now this is an inexpensive one, and it's from when I started physio back in week 8. So it's been a few weeks now. Just being able to stretch your calf was great. They'll tell you when you need to use something like that, or if you don't have something, you don't want to invest it, you'll probably just use it when you go to physio. Just wanted to show you an item that you can have. The next item is just bands. At physio, they'll show you when you need them and what types of exercises you do need them for. So that's a rundown of a lot of the items that I think are important once you have back surgery and you're coming home. A lot of them will age you. A lot of them you only use for a short period of time. But please pass them on to others. A lot of the items I did get for free. So I am ready now to put mine up for grabs for other people to help them in their back surgery. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope it does help anyone that is going into back surgery and helps them be prepared. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Now, I'm not doing this for any type of popularity. It is all just informational because I, like you, was searching YouTube to find out information as much as possible before heading into back surgery. I hope all goes well. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Have a great day.